Hello. In this video, we're going to be looking over Zapier, just sort of the basics, a little bit of a how to use kind of demo, and then also looking at kind of like how well does it work, a little bit of a review. Okay. So you can see here, already logged in. You can sign in with just a Gmail account. And you can see what's called Zaps. So these are your automations, your processes that can do different things. You can see how there's transfers. So this would be transferred between two apps. We have tables where you can store data and then take information from those data from those tables. Okay. Welcome to tables. Interfaces, so similar, and then apps. These are all different apps that you can add. And then your Zaps, which are your processes. Okay, so let's just look at this one. So this one is an auto blogger. Okay, so it is able to take something. So here, this one will actually take a hot new post in a subreddit. So you could, I think I have it set up to do for, I think maybe AI stuff, but you could pick whatever subreddit you wanted. Then, so it takes that information there. So you just have to log into your Reddit account. And then this is where it gets really exciting, is it's actually going to then take that information and then put it to ChatGPT. So this is the ChatGPT API, and it lets you create a blog from that information. So you create a blog from that information. Then what you're going to do is you're going to create a title. Then this is actually creating an image as well. And then this actually outputs that image there. And then it's able to actually send this to an email address, and that actually will post it on the blog. So this is a particular Zap that allows you to take a post and turn that into an actual blog post. And so this is a really great one, definitely something helpful. Now, obviously, all this stuff is customizable. So, for example, you could add something else. Add Maybe we want to add Facebook pages, right? So we also want to post this to Facebook, right? You just log in here and then hit something like create page post, right? You could let's add Twitter, right? So you can add Twitter. Oh, okay. Maybe it's X now, but you could add a bunch of other apps as well. So maybe Instagram, right? So maybe Instagram for business. You can post on there as well. So this is a really great tool allowing you to do just so much. It's got so much options of things you can do. Now, think of it as just a way to connect two apps, right? Any two apps that have access here, we can connect them. So maybe social media type things, auto posting is a great way when you're using ChatGPT with then those social media posts. So creating automatic things. Or it could be, okay, I receive an email and then that adds a calendar, right? So maybe someone invites me to a meeting and I can just automatically add that to my calendar, right? There's a ton of different things you can do. And adding that ChatGPT in aspect gives you so much more ability to do additional things, right? Now that computers are able to understand what we're saying, it's kind of adding so much more into what you can do. I'll kind of exit out of this. And so there's tons of different things you could do. Maybe you see a post on Facebook and then you repost it, right? Or you see something and then you're going to have ChatGPT create something from that. There's just so many different options of different things that you can do. So maybe we'll just hit get help Zaps. So they have 5,000 different apps. And so that's so many different things that you can do. And so they give you some help here. So Zapier is definitely something to look at, just because it has so many different things that you can do. You could even generate Zap Builder with AI. Okay. How to test it, learn your key concepts. So there's a ton of different things here. So I would say um, it's definitely a great thing to use. I would say just check it out. If you have things that are sort of automatic things that you maybe think would be helpful, definitely check it out to see if that's something that you'd be interested in. I'm just going to go back to here and then I'll shift this over here. And then you can also look at their plan. So they do have some plans if you're interested in getting more than just the free. So the free works for 14 days. You can kind of do whatever you want. But then after that, you're limited. So you're only allowed to have two-step Zaps. So that would be only two-step processes, which really severely limits what you can do. They do have a starter. So that would be 20 bucks a month for yearly. For monthly, it would be 30 bucks a month. So that is adding quite a bit. Obviously, if you want more tasks, that's going to add more money. And then multi-step tests, filters and formats or versions. So you can go through and see all your different versions. You can also go up to team and company. So it's maybe a little expensive, but there is so much functionality for it. If you are kind of thinking, what can I do with this? Let me know and I can maybe give you some more suggestions. Social media management is definitely one to think about just because it can do so much in there. But just think of like, okay, I receive an email, maybe I want this to happen. Or I see a tweet and I want this to happen, or whatever, right? There's just so many different options of things you can do to automate. And they have so many different apps that are connected. So this is definitely a good one to check out. See if something is interested. I have used it. I definitely think it works extremely well, just easy to use. Definitely would give it 5 stars for just ease of use, 5 stars for what it's capable of doing because it can connect so many different apps and programs and different things. So make sure you let me know if you have questions or other things you'd want to know about Zapier, but this is just sort of the basics of how to set up and use. Make sure you check it out.